Assalamu alaikum. This is Zafar Abundance Wala, and you're watching Abundance Show on Global Abundance Organization Television. Today, I am honored, literally honored, to host Scrappy Kimberly Weffling, augmented with AI, and she is augmenting AI. In fact, and in response, the AI is also helping her. So I will not be wasting a minute even. So I'll be going to literally to Kimberly. Thank you so much for gracing my show. And please give me your little short story so that then we can get into discussion as we discussed.
Thank you. It is truly my honor, Zafar. I have been on this planet. When I first started my life, I was thinking, who crazy people are running this planet? And then I realized it's us. We have the power to contribute and make change. I got my own education, worked my way through college. I somehow managed to meet people like you all over the world. And now it's been my great honor to be working with over 50 global Japanese businesses and many businesses in the Silicon Valley where I live to help transform managers into leaders and groups into true teams who can use so called common sense as common practice to achieve what seems impossible, but is merely difficult. So far, one thing I've learned is many things seem impossible until your competitor does it. So let's do it together. Impossible. We can do it.
The part of world I am living in, we just because we are undeveloped or less developed, or just because of our mindset, just because we think that we can't, that's why we don't. So I mean, you've been to this part of the world also, and you've seen our culture, our belief system, everything. So how we can change the mindset?
Oh my gosh. Well, here's the most important thing we have to understand the rubber chicken. Now, I ask people all over the world, why did this chicken fall? And they always say, oh, Kimberly, it's gravity. And I tell them, look, I have a master's in physics and I cannot change gravity. Please don't blame gravity. Think of something that's in our control. Some people say, oh, it's the chicken. He didn't fly, blaming the chicken. But I say, pretend that we are contributing to the stuff that's happening in our world. And then imagine how we might contribute in a positive way. Don't blame gravity. It's called learned helplessness. And it is the first thing we must overcome if we are going to achieve together what would be impossible to achieve alone.
Wow, that's great. As Peter Diamandis himself says that we've got to just focus. I mean, where focus goes, energy flows, and other people also. But what I've been learning from him is the look at the technological advancement. It goes like this. But what we are looking at the political, that is going all the time down, and we are getting depressed. How do we tackle the both situation? Because politically we can't ignore the politics also. But I mean, why can't we focus more on the advancement of the technology and we take advantage of it?
Well, I will tell you, I have decided to focus where I can make a positive contribution. And so, about about 9 years ago, I decided to ignore politics as much as possible, not just in my country, but all over the world. Politicians do not have the same kind of reward systems that I understand. When I work with global businesses, like some of my clients, they do business in over 40 countries, over 100 countries, and there's many companies on planet Earth that do business in almost 200 countries. Those global for profit businesses have a huge impact on our world, and I think much greater than most governments. So I work with global businesses to transform them so that they have for profit motives to do the right things. For example, I work mostly with Japanese companies and they solve global problems profitably. And it's important to be profitable so you can continue solving problems next year. So governments don't have the same kind of checks and balances and all that. I'm going to focus on what I understand, and that is transforming the corporations of our world to create a truly sustainable future for planet Earth with plenty to spare and plenty to share for every human being on planet Earth.
Amazing. That's what I mean. This part, a few people understand this thing, but generally, this part of the world is negative and going down the. I mean, focusing on the negativities, unlike you, as you do focus on the positivities. Okay, the climate opportunities in Pakistan. How do you see Pakistan as a climate destination?
Well, personally, I understand that it has a large population. And as a scientist, I understand that population drives some of the issues we're facing with sustainability, but it's consumption that really drives the problems, right? Do you know Project Drawdown? Drawdown.org, it lists all the 100 things that are driving us towards an unsustainable future. And then there's the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, which is a group of, I think, now over 240 the biggest companies in the world. The CEOs are the members, and they said, look, we're a for-profit company, but there's no profit in the world that's falling apart, where people are killing each other for food and water. So I think, Pakistan, like many of these bigger, higher population countries, needs to be conscious of the impact they're having. But it's companies, big companies, that can make a huge difference by providing more sustainable solutions. And consumption countries like the United States, where people are just buying so much stuff we really don't even need, that's driving a lot of the lack of sustainability. So here's what I want. I want people to create a more exciting product that is more sustainable. Can you imagine? I mean, whenever you build a product that's better, faster, cheaper, more fun, easier to use, and more sustainable, you don't have to convince people to use it. They will use it because it's the right thing for them, right? And it's just like when we build highways. You don't say, oh, where should we build the roads? You don't ask all the people living in the city, where should we build the roads? You get road experts to build the roads, and then people will drive on the roads. They won't drive through the forest. They won't drive over the hills and the mud and in the dirt, because it's easier to drive on the road. So let's make the sustainable solution for our world the easy, faster, more fun, more profitable, more enjoyable one. And that goes for Pakistan as well as the US, China, all these big countries. We've got to do something so that we have a future where the world is inhabitable by human beings. Okay, wait, no, the giant meteor might hit and kill us all. That's also true. Or a giant volcano could explode and kill most of the people on planet Earth. But while we're here, maybe we could make a positive impact for each other, for the greater good.
Great. And do you think rainforesting is possible this part of the world where we live in Pakistan and surrounding countries?
You know what? It's so funny because this past week I've been touring through Turkey and Istanbul and ancient Greece, going through all the ruins, and I've seen civilizations that are 7,000 years old, 6,000, 5,000, that were destroyed, right, thousands of years ago. And I have been sitting here saying, oh my gosh, all these civilizations, they had beautiful temples, they had beautiful cities, they had churches, and now they're gone and they were destroyed. And I don't know. I have to believe, we have to say what's possible, what seems impossible, and how might we make impossible possible? Because otherwise we're going to be a big heap of ruins like in the Greek temples or the cities I've been visiting in the Mediterranean. I hope there is something we can do. But at least while we're here on planet Earth, we should not give up. We should keep going, keep growing, and keep committing ourselves to finding a better way. Otherwise, someday, well, no matter, someday they might be going through the rubble of my home and saying, oh, look at, she used to live here. Why did she have all these rubber chickens? The archaeologists may be unearthing all of the remains of our existence someday if we don't get our act together and help each other.
This thinking makes Kimberly. This thinking makes you stand out. Kimberly, you are amazing just because you think amazing, and you keep keep people. I mean, you're surrounded with amazing people just because, I mean, you choose to be with them, and you choose the company. So I really admire and always keep learning. I mean, who's around you and where you, I mean, who people are surrounded with you. Amazing. Okay, this part of the world, people are educated. Youth is like, I mean, in millions. I mean, they are available. They're educated. How about the remote jobs? The remote jobs for the people of Pakistan, uh, into your US nation. I mean, where we can bridge, where can you help or guide or mentor? And, I mean, this part of the world,
Oh,
and how can you
well, I
help?
can tell you, if you look at the research from the Stanford Population Research Institute, they published a report many years ago, and there's a huge skilled worker shortage coming. For example, Japan and Germany are going to have the biggest shortages of skilled workers. And they estimated at that time about 17% skilled worker shortage. In the US, even before COVID, 3 or 4% skilled worker shortage was predicted. So there is definitely going to be a need for skilled, knowledgeable, reliable, capable workers, remote workers. And before COVID, oh, people weren't working remotely. But after COVID, sure, everybody can work remotely. Some of my friends went on vacation all over the world working remotely. One of my friends is working in Eastern Europe right now as a software engineer, but he's an American guy. So anything is possible. And I think we do need to be understanding that there is a huge need. I mean, India, for example, graduates 5 million engineers every year. And they're right close, Pakistan and India are right close to Japan. If you learn to speak Japanese, hey, there's unlimited opportunities to work with Japanese companies. Every time I go to Japan, and I've been there over 100 times in the past 20 years, I go into the hotel and there's somebody from another part of Asia, like an Indian guy or maybe Pakistani guy who speaks perfect Japanese, welcoming me to the hotel. So there's a huge need. Yes, there are challenges of being an immigrant. So remote work is very viable, and I think it's something we really need to look into. Good internet is key, of course. I mean, I've been on this cruise ship for the last week, and sometimes there's internet, sometimes there's not. But we need to have nice, reliable internet if people are going to be able to work virtually from any part of the world. I mean, even where I live, sometimes it's like scattered internet comes and goes. So I'd love to hear your perspective on, what is the infrastructure required so people in Pakistan could really viably work remotely anywhere for any company, as long as you don't care when you're sleeping.
Yeah, that's amazing. Complete holistic picture you painted. It's an amazing one. Okay, you know me around 7, 8 months now. I've been connected with you in your workshops, in your seminar, webinars, and I've been interviewing you. So this is one discussion again. I mean, how would you mentor me to get a remote job around the world? I mean, you go around and see people. I mean, as I'm looking for abundance, I'm searching and hunting, and I'm trying to tune myself into abundance in the whole globe. I want the wars to stop. I want all the people grabbing each other resources, stop them, just make them abundant thinking. They should work in collaboration, cooperation, coordination. I mean, I want them to collaborate. I mean, why do I snatch your dollars or your amount? I mean, I mean, evil eyeing your resources. Why don't I work hard? I mean, why don't I? I mean, that's my mind. That's my field of work. I want people to move from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. So that's what I mean. What kind of job that you go around the world would you like me to suggest and mentor me and help me get that?
Well, the most important thing for getting a job anywhere is trust and a personal connection. So, one of the things I have worked with several companies that they are hubs of contractors. So when a big company wants to hire contractors, to do remote work, for example, one of my clients, they have a whole bunch of people in Mexico. and they're located in the Silicon Valley, but they have all of their wonderful, brilliant engineers in Mexico, and they speak perfect English, and they cost one half the price of the engineers in the US. So getting aligned with some kind of contract agency. So maybe you will create a Pakistani engineering or outsourced virtual workers contracting agency. Maybe you will have an office in Silicon Valley, and you will have 10,000 remote workers in Pakistan that you know and trust, and you will be selling their services to the hundreds or thousands of companies in the US and around the world who need such virtual workers. I think having a contract agency is really the best way to get large numbers of people some kind of remote work. I work with another company that's actually based in Kerala, in Tiruvananthapuram in India. And they also have their CEO is in Silicon Valley, and he has like 40 or 50 or 60 engineers in India. They're brilliant. I worked there. I visited them, and they are genius, amazing. And so he does the relationships, he closes the contracts, he goes to all the events in Silicon Valley, he sponsors events, he makes the agreements with the people who want to hire his people, and then the people in Kerala do the work. Again, you don't care what time you sleep? Okay, even better. So there's a huge need for skilled workers in the developed countries of the world. And I think having some presence in one of the big locations that might be hiring such workers, having an office that represents these contractors could make it much easier, because you have higher credibility, better trust, because you know the people who are going to be hiring you, and they trust you to bring them in connection with workers that will do a great job.
You took my heart away, smart girl. I mean, this is honestly, you spoke my heart out. I mean, amazing. I mean, I would love to do I like to rather replicate, and I like to have an office with you there in Silicon, with Silicon Alliance. I'm looking for some collaboration on the same pattern, and I would love to get the resources from Pakistan and just blend. I mean, how about you? I mean, are you there? I mean, are you in for the collaboration?
I can't do anything really to support that, because I also work through a contractor. I mean, I got all my work. 50 Japanese companies, they didn't hire me directly. I had a contractor in Tokyo who represented me, and that contractor in Tokyo had a trusting relationship with over 1,000 Japanese companies, and they sold me into them, and 50 of them hired me. The other work I've done in the US, I had a contractor through the University of California system, and they had relationships with big companies, and they hired me through that agent. So I think me, I've always got my work through agents, and now what I'm doing now, it's all repeat customers and referrals and things like that. And I have a wonderful friend. He's a great biz dev guy. He got me work with the Japanese government. He got me work with a couple of big Japanese companies. I'm not good at finding work. I'm good at doing work. So get yourself a wonderful biz dev person or a contractor or some agent who is an interface between you and the companies you want to serve. For example, my agent in Tokyo, they were teaching English to over 1,200 of the biggest companies in Japan, global companies, 1,200 companies. So they had relationships with them, but they didn't do what I did: leadership, team effectiveness, design thinking, innovation, project management, breakthrough thinking. So you have to find some organization that their clients are the same clients you want, but they don't offer what you do. So you find some unique agent who's in the middle between you and your target clients, and you say, look, I give you half of what they pay me. Sure, whatever. That's what I did for many years with this agent in Tokyo. They took half of what the customers paid them for me. That's fine. That's cheap business development. When I worked with companies like Suntory, like Yamaha Motors. I could have never gotten them to pay attention to me, but this agent had trust with them.
Got you the entire point. That's very smart. So I'll be following same. Again, I'm kicking global abundance summit here in Pakistan, just because we need abundance. We need to be tuned to abundance, and the positivity of mind is the basics of the development that got you there where you are right now. So, as you're busy in April 2026, I see your calendar. You are too busy with your commitments. So, what if, I mean, if I at all, if I want you to come to Pakistan, I mean, if you allow me to change April to some other months, I mean, how about you go about?
You know, about 10 years ago, I was traveling over 90% time for my work. And I was having heart palpitations and I was so stressed out. I never could enjoy my life. And I said, I don't want to be the richest person in the cemetery. So I gave away half of my paying work to my Silicon Valley Alliance's colleagues. And now I'm traveling about the amount I want and working and having some time for fun, but I'm still pretty busy with my work. And some people will retire, but I'm like, retirement kills you. No, thank you. So I'm going to keep on doing what I do as long as I can. I'm still plenty young and energetic. So, yeah, I don't know when my life will be in a space where I'll be able to come to Pakistan and hang out with you. But before that, come to Silicon Valley and hang out with me.
Yeah, look, I'm open to. I mean, you're a busy person. I'm not that way. I mean, you can ask me. I can be your guest anytime you ask me to. Okay, no, I really want you to come to Pakistan for 1 month, hang out. I mean, for fun, and I like to take you around whole country, from city
Wow.
to city. Yes, it's a beautiful place, and I want, just because, I mean, wherever you are, you got your own blessings, you got your own wisdom. Whenever you are there are workshops. I mean, people they learn a lot. So I would love the organization to be with you for 1 month. I mean, take a break and come to Pakistan. I mean, if you accept
All right.
my
Someday
invitation,
when
I'll be
I
honored.
someday when I retire, right? Yes. Thank you so much. That will be my pleasure.
That's amazing. Again, now anything you want to ask? As I
I
mean,
want
we
to ask
wanted to.
you, what inspires you? I mean, you are so committed to positive transformation of the world in Pakistan and helping people with abundance. Where did that come from? Tell us the seeds of that.
Okay, Kimberly, honestly, it's like very simple. I have been blessed beyond my thinking. I've got health and the wealth what I need and everything. I mean, my Almighty Allah, the God has given me everything I can think of. So I've been thinking, how do I pay back? How do I pay back? How do I do it? I mean, it's I kept thinking and thinking, and I was too down in February same year. That's where, I mean, Rihan comes in my life, and he connects me and he asked me to join his courses of AI. Then somehow I got connected with him, and then he made me to podcast. I mean, I was a dead man, honestly. I never, although I love to talk to people, but I mean, that's what the point. There was a turning point when I started talking to the people. I found many like myself. Whereas I had the belief that I am a dead man. I'm over with everything now. I have nothing to do anything more. But I mean, I kept connecting people. You won't believe, three months earlier, I did not have any connection on my LinkedIn. Right now, I am having around 2,000. It's at 1,800, around 800, 1,800 now. And these are all professionals. And these people are from your part of the world, the developed nations, those who got the positivity. Am I connected with them? I mean, I keep engaging with them actively and I keep learning. Come on, I see, man, my life has even not started. I was thinking that it's done. It's over with. So the payback, when I think of payback, so that gets me lots of energy. So what I selected was abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. I'm talking to you. I can live with you for the rest of my life. You are that kind of abundant person. You've got such a brilliant mind. Talking to you is like enjoying a swimming, enjoying a game, enjoying your best dish. Talking to you is a treat to me. Honestly, that gives me tons of energies. And I want to be like yourself. I mean, you're abundant personality. You're all the time giving. You're transforming. You've got pivotal role in my life. I connected you. You got me connected to the climate people in the world, and they are amazing. As you're amazing, your company is amazing. So I keep following you, what you're doing. So and same, like as other people also. This amazing world. Everybody should think that there's no end to the possibilities. There is no end to this. This world is limitless. So keep be abundant. When you think of giving back, honestly, that's the point of when you start getting to know that this world is beautiful. Let's collaborate, cooperate, and be one's friend. Let's not kill each other's kids. Let's not fight for let's not fight for one pie. Let's make it more four. Make it more abundant. So that makes me, and that's possible. That is really, really possible. I feel the impact on my personality, on my thinking, even on my health. You would, if you could watch, my first interview was with you. You are such an honorable person for me. You are the first person who switched on my abundance. I interviewed you. You were ever in my interviewing history, in my podcasting history. Kimberly, I really salute you to be so that trusting. I was, if you asked me, okay, man, send me your profile. There was zero interview. There was zero discussion. There was no person in my life. You were the first one from the Silicon Alliance and from the Silicon Valley. And then you changed my life, honestly. Probably you may not be knowing a lot of things. I'm so inspired with you. And then when you got me connected to the people, the climate people, they are amazing. They are rocking the world. They are doing
Yeah, the
so
forward,
amazing things. Yeah.
the forward.earth. You're talking about
Yeah.
that community? Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, that's amazing. And I'm trying to make Pakistan group also. I am.
Yeah, you can become the city lead for the Pakistan city where you live, and you can create a Pakistani contribution. Oh yes, because that organization, I talked to the founder. He's super smart. He's committed. He lives in Switzerland. He's a venture capitalist, and he is committed to taking an approach to sustainability that includes innovation and startups and founders and funding and jobs and connecting people who want to work towards that sustainable future for everyone.
Okay, your few words will make my life, I'll be abundant in multi-million perspectives. Do talk to him regarding me. I would love to work with him. He is such an abundant personality.
Reach out to him. He answers.
I
He
did.
answers.
I did. He's too busy. He's too
Oh,
busy.
really? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Again, any next question you want to ask me?
What's your future? If you had a magic wand and you knew you had 3 magic wishes and you knew you were going to be successful, what would you wish for the future?
I see myself as a peace person of the world, connecting people together, a person who believes in abundance of connections, collaboration, coordination. So I am podcasting my Indian friends. Let's not fight. Nobody wants to fight. I want to end the wars. There should be peace, prosperity, coexistence, living together. Look, you're wearing different color than what I am doing, but this makes colorful. If people think of one color, everybody likes white. This world will be white. There will be no colors. So thinking differently is beauty. This is the sign of beauty. Respect it that way. Look at it that way. So the world becomes beautiful. Let's not kill each other. Let's sit together. Let's talk. Let's coexist. So if this magic wand is there, if I'm allowed, I really do not need any magic wand. I will be showing you in a couple of years. The world is on the verge of understanding. Look, wherever there is bombing, the millions and millions and millions of people are on the streets. They say no war, no bombing. So there are quite a small, I would say the minority of the people on the face of earth, they are too powerful. They keep fighting, killing each other. So majority is on our side. We are already in abundance. We are there. I mean, my thinking is already there. It's not mine, it's everybody's. So what I mean, I need to convince few, it could be a million, a half a million people, to make them understand no wars, no bullets, no bombs. Let's work for peace, prosperity. So this is what I would love to.
Beautiful. I'm all in. Let me join your team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, can I make you ambassador for USA?
Oh my gosh, I don't know anything about stuff like that. I want to here's what I'm doing now. I am the city lead for San Francisco Bay Area Peninsula region for Forward.Earth, the climate community, sustainability community that you're on. I am pivoting my business, which has been to help companies achieve impossible. I have a track record. I have one company I've worked with for 19 years that I've helped facilitate this internal innovation ecosystem. 94 impossible projects they would never be allowed to do in their normal job. Their manager would say, forget it. Their colleagues would say, you're crazy. Their family would worry. Out of 94 impossible projects, over 40 of them have happened. And it takes a while, but they happen. So I know we can also go from 20% success rate to 80% success rate just by using project management, design thinking. Stop, think, organize, plan before go. People rush to solutions. Engineers are the worst about that. You start to figure out how to do something when you don't know why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, or what exactly is success and the metrics of success. With my approach, which is very simple but not easy, you can go from 20% success to 80% success. I'm willing to share that approach with anybody who wants it. It's all on one piece of paper, one page, Zafar. I'm going to send that to you after we get done here, and you can share with the whole world.
Sure, I'll do. I mean, I'm already there. I mean, you know, your atom bomb of energy, really. I mean, it's like not the destructive, but disruptive one. I mean, you are disrupting the old school to the new ones, and you're always giving the workshops. I mean, you're making people alive. I mean, I get tons of energy, and I'm gonna really, really do it much faster than I was earlier doing. Next question.
Cool. Oh, when will we see you in person? I want to see you in person someday.
It's to you, honestly. I mean, if you give me some invitation, I shall be coming. Seeing, I'm dying seeing you. Honestly, the energy I get from you.
Yeah, come. Adnan, there's a bunch of Pakistani folks that live in the area near me. Adnan Iftikhar is a good friend of mine. I don't know if you know Adnan. You should definitely.
I know.
He's amazing. Yeah, when you come, we will find a place for you to stay. We will figure out how to host you very nicely. But this year's crazy busy. I'm not even home until like maybe next end of January. Yeah.
Sure, anytime. Just because you people keep kicking conferences, seminar, webinars, you get me some invitation. Sure, so I'll be your guest.
Oh, keep reaching out. Keep participating in that community forward. Keep reaching out. Keep making yourself visible and making yourself available. Yes, absolutely beautiful.
And you know, I've been following you. You know, I've been peeping through your shows on Saturdays also. I mean,
yes, right.
These are small. You're doing amazing. Honestly, the people they are you know amazing. Even we need to learn all the time, and you're getting us the new solutions, even how to talk to AI, how to get the best advantage out of it. You know, I mean, what to do, what not to do. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, the power of
the community. That is such a community.
Every other Saturday meeting to learn about AI, and now I have created an AI augmented leadership program, self-leadership, one-on-one, team, organization, and global, and I'm integrating that into our leadership development workshops. So AI augmented human is better than regular human, and AI by itself, I don't feel so good about, but an AI augmented leader, I think, can do a much better job as a leader.
Okay, if you have some more questions.
Oh, I just want to thank you for including me. I thank you for making me feel like we are all one people, one planet, and we will find a way together to make the transformations, the beautiful vision you have for this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for honoring my show. You're always abundant. I have always blessings from your side. All the time you're getting us wisdom, pearls of wisdom, in making my life more sustainable and making this planet more sustainable. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful human being. And Allah Hafiz.
Well, let's have some fun. Yay!
Yes.